Welcome to the 153rd annual meeting of the Little Rock Regional Chamber. My name is Cathy Tuggle, and I've had the honor of chairing your board of directors this year. Today's meeting gives us a chance to celebrate and take stock of the great work done by our volunteer leadership and professional chamber staff. But before I share with you some of the amazing work that has been accomplished in the first 10 months of this year, I want to share my chamber story with you. I'm a small business owner like so many of our members, and I've always made sure to represent those small business owners and entrepreneurs in my leadership role this year, because I understand what they are going through each and every day. I had been a chamber member for several years when back in 2005, I had the opportunity to experience the value of the connections that this chamber can provide. In 2005, I received a call from Jay Cheshire to assist with housing for over 100 people who had been displaced by Hurricane Katrina. Through Chamber Connections, we were able to leverage a network that enabled my company to grow while helping a community in need. Through my engagement in the Chamber, my company has continued to grow and the community has continued to thrive. 2018 will go down in the history of this chamber as one of tremendous innovation and momentum. The year started with the completion and release of a comprehensive economic development plan in the form of MetRock 2020, which charts a path for the economic future of our region. That plan not only guides the work of our chamber, but is playing a major role in shaping how economic development partners and public leaders across Central Arkansas pursue growth. In just 10 months, our economic development team has worked with 31 prospects, including local companies like 3M, George Fisher, Ryerson, Caterpillar, who have combined for an initial investment of $105 million and nearly 500 new jobs.
Caterpillar's investment in the North Little Rock facility since 2017 through 2020 is going to be close to $40 million. That's a significant investment. I also want to give a huge thanks to the team at the Little Rock Regional Chamber of Commerce. Jay and Christy, thank you so much for helping us out with the informational sessions. Kevin as well. And Mike, we couldn't do all this without you folks and your support for our fine folks here. So thank you for that. North Little Rock has been an awesome community. State of Arkansas has been great to do business in. We appreciate the tremendous support from the community, the leadership, local, state governments, as well as the Chambers of Commerce have been awesome.
Speaking of local companies, our economic development team, now at full strength, has met with almost 100 local businesses representing more than 35,000 jobs within our region. These visits assess company growth potential and provide assistance ranging from workforce development to aid in navigating public permitting. All this work is made possible by a recommitted public-private funding model which leverages public dollars with a significant private investment of over 100 MetRock 2020 partners. This has created a $1.1 million budget, which has allowed us to reestablish marketing activities that had been suspended for 3 years. If you are not a MetRock investor, I encourage you to consider getting more deeply engaged in this important work. A critical pillar in our economic development strategy is our strong partnership with the Venture Center, which we helped create 4 years ago. 2018 saw the graduation of perhaps the most successful and promising cohort from the FinTech Accelerator powered by FIS. And several companies from previous cohorts made big announcements in 2018.
The company is called Lumo Exchange, and it helps people find the cheapest way to send money overseas. But it represents the growth that was promised from the Venture Center and the Little Rock Tech Park.
We want to foster that as a state. And so I'm here just to applaud it.
Governor Asa Hutchinson, Mayor Mark Stodola, and many others gathered around Maf Sonko to celebrate that his company, Lumo Exchange, is ready to go live. He said it's born of his own personal challenges.
I'm originally from Gambia, West Africa, and sending money is not as affordable as you would think because it's a very small country.
2 years ago, he moved from Atlanta to join the Venture Center to start a website that let people see local foreign exchange rates, so they could find the cheapest way to send cash overseas. Think Hotels.com, but for currencies.
You can't really build a company by yourself. You're going to have the right mentorship, the right team to really build a world-class organization.
He has plenty of big business experience, but found that Little Rock had advantages that he couldn't find if he tried to start his company in a bigger city.
The fact that they have tentacles into the business and the financial sector here in Little Rock, and one or two phone calls away of getting to the right individual to help you really advance your business forward. That was really a big deal for us.
The region's history and present strength in fintech has also drawn national attention, including a visit from an industry leader and a native son. He made his first trip back to Little Rock since the early 1990s to see firsthand all that Little Rock has accomplished.
Manning Field joins me now, the COO of Acorns, a personal finance startup, also a Little Rock native, right?
That's correct.
Proud graduate of
Hall
High School. So welcome back. First time you've been back in town in 20?
Yeah, since 1992. Through social media, I connected with the Chamber of Commerce. I was really fascinated with all the things that they're doing in fintech and around innovation. And actually, when I harkened back to my own personal experience, my dad grew up, worked for Axiom, and that's why I was here in Arkansas. And so I grew up running the hallways of Demographics and CCX and Axiom, all the same company. Yeah. And so unbeknownst to me, I was already in fintech as a little kid. And so then I then spent the rest of my kind of professional career outside of Arkansas, building up an experience in financial services. I spent 20 years at JP Chase before coming to Acorns, and so coming back now, this is a bit of full circle for me, and I'm just massively impressed about not only the work that the Chamber has done around fintech, but also just what's changed in the city.
Just a few weeks ago, the National Independent Community Bankers Association announced that another fintech accelerator is coming to the Little Rock Tech Park to be led by the Venture Center. Speaking of our tech park, it is now completely full with 52 companies housed there, and Phase 2 planning is underway. In addition to the great economic development work, the Chamber of Commerce had a banner year in 2018. Fueled by the success and momentum of Think Big Little Rock, the Chamber's young professional group. Create Little Rock continued its membership growth and will number more than 2,000 by the end of this year. Our 3 leads groups have exchanged 1,900 leads this year, representing over $1.5 million in new business created for those members. Our Chamber ambassadors, who help power so much of what the Chamber does, have volunteered over 750 hours of their time, including welcoming and cutting ribbons at 84 new businesses. 4,336 individuals will attend Chamber events this year, representing the 3rd year in a row that we have set a record. The sales team, powered by some record-setting months of their own, has already added 200 new members in 2018. Not bad for 10 months of work. This past year has also seen some strategic investments on behalf of the Chamber. A new website with a refreshed Chamber brand, which includes elements of the successful Love Little Rock campaign. This bold, innovative, and optimistic brand permeates everything the Chamber does and everything it stands for. I couldn't be more proud of all we have achieved together this year. Your support of the Chamber and commitment to the growth of our community has resulted in tremendous success. You will hear more about what the future holds, but I hope you will continue to demonstrate the same passion and commitment that I have been blessed to receive this year as your chair. Thank you.